want Florida! We want Florida!
That's such a clown.
We want Florida!
Hey, Jets.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 67 of the Reasonable Doubt podcast. As always, we are your hosts, Eric C. Griff.
And Chicka J Money.
How is everyone doing today? A whole
Awesome.
brand new day. The
It's a
Leafs have
beautiful
lost.
The Leafs lost.
The Leafs have lost. This is not a prediction. This is us reading the news, and
Yes,
we're
it's
correct.
reading the news. This is not recorded on May 8th.
This is not recorded at May 8th at 8:16 p.m.
No, it's
The Leafs
not.
have lost. Everything's all right with the world. They're playing golf.
Yeah.
That's
I
fucking
actually
good for them.
have a prediction. Well, I have a theory.
Okay.
I have a theory that every Leafs fan comes from a broken home, and that their hope is that one day when the Leafs win, their dad will come back from that getting that pack of smokes.
I totally get it. I totally understand what you're getting at
Yeah.
here. They're like, oh, he's coming back one day. Oh, they'll win the
They'll
one
win
of
the
these
cup
days.
and Dad'll
Dude,
come
my
home.
dad wasn't alive the last time the Leafs won the cup.
That's insane.
That is insane.
Like that's fucked.
That's way too long.
How the fuck are there even fans?
I don't get it.
There's no
They're
point.
just masochists. They've got to be. They just got to hate themselves.
Yeah, that or it says something about our intelligence here in Canada.
Something in the water, I think.
Something in that Toronto water.
That's why I drink Mexican water. Proudly sponsored by Sol. We're not.
We're not.
I feel like if I keep saying it, though,
Someone will do it.
they'll do it.
That's what I'm hoping. My pest control company is taking off.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What'd you get rid of?
I had one job. I got rid of a raccoon.
Yeah?
Yeah, my buddy's trapping license, so we put up a couple ads, and we got a call from a lady in a town outside of
Lady?
London.
Yeah.
And lady,
Ladies!
and we went out, set a couple traps.
Yeah.
Next morning, she texted me at 7 a.m. Fucking raccoons there.
Oh, yeah?
Got him. Got rid of him. We
How'd
ended
you
up
get rid
letting
of
him
him?
go,
Oh, you let him go?
and we let him go.
That's how you... See? You're a smart man, because
Yeah,
that's how
'cause-
pest businesses survive.
Yeah, I don't
you
want
let
him
him
to
go
be
in
gone
other
forever.
people's yards.
Yeah, I just let him.
And then you go catch him there.
Yeah, I just brought him into fucking downtown and let him go in your building.
Oh, thanks. I'm not scared of a raccoon.
This one was big. He seemed really nice, and then after the car ride, he was real angry.
Yeah, they don't like cars.
No,
do they?
and I went to grab the cage, and he was like, I'm like, whoa, dude, whoa, calm the fuck down.
You put him in a cage, dude. What do you expect? I just picked the cage up and moved. Despite
He
all
put
his
himself
rage.
in a cage.
Still just a
Rat
coon in a cage.
I don't think you can say that.
If I'm talking about a raccoon, I can. Yeah. Now, if I were to say,
If I were to make certain implications that someone made online at a baseball place,
oh, that's so good.
fucked up.
I know. I'm
But-
going to a barber tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah,
For
I'm
what?
getting my first professional haircut in like 3 years.
Are you serious?
Yeah. My girlfriend cuts my hair.
What? That's fucked. I get my hair cut professionally all the time, like every 3 weeks.
Every 3 weeks, eh?
2 or 3 weeks.
That's
yeah.
why your hair's always the same length. That's crazy.
Yeah,
You
I
just
get
don't
my
let
hair
it
cut
grow.
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't gone to a barber in like 3 years.
That's so. What are you gonna do?
I'm doing the whole thing. I'm getting a haircut. I'm getting a shave. I'm getting all of it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might... See, this is the thing. Barbers, no hair, right?
Yeah.
And they've seen 1,000 different guys come in with 1,000 different, like, types of hair, right?
So what?
They
you're
know
just
what
gonna-
to do.
You're
I
gonna
might...
go in and be like, "Do what you think is right."
Yeah.
Okay.
I might just, like, give them a length. I was like, I want it to be
I've been
this
doing
long.
that for years.
Yeah?
Yeah, my hairdresser. I think should I name drop her? Maybe not.
Nah, maybe not. They might
Maybe
not.
not.
Like
But
this.
I yeah, that's true. But I go to a hair salon.
Yeah, I know the one.
Yeah, and it's really popular. It's a great place, and I have the best of the best. She's literally the best one there.
Yeah.
And I go in, and I'm always. I don't even like get. I don't even tell her what to do. I just start talking to her, and she's like, "So, how's your week been?" She
And then
just cuts my hair.
just cuts your
She
hair.
just cuts my hair. I get a hand massage sometimes. I get a scalp massage.
Oh, a
drink
little bit of
some
green tea.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah. Mine's coming with a shoulder massage. I'm super
Really?
pumped. Yeah.
Dude, that's sick. I want to come for that. Just the shoulder massage.
Just a shoulder massage. It's
Yeah.
expensive though.
Is it? How much?
Yeah, it's just gonna run me like $70.
Yeah, that's not bad. I spend $50 every
Yeah.
2 to 3 weeks. Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's 50, 60
I'm
bucks.
excited for it though.
Yeah?
I want to get. It's like a self-care thing. You let people do this.
Self-care is really important. I used to go religiously every other week at the same day every other week.
Really?
I would get my hair cut
I mean,
every
you're
other week.
barely getting any hair cut off at that point.
Yeah, just a nice little trim, get me going. You know what I mean? But I used to get it done all the time, and I really believe that it did make me feel better.
Yeah?
What I want to get in the routine of doing is going for a massage every week.
Dude, massages?
I've never had a professional massage.
Never.
Ever. I've never, ever had a professional massage.
Dude.
Have you had it?
Yeah, it's unreal.
Really?
Yeah, you like start feeling emotions that you've never felt before.
Like relaxed?
Yeah. It's just weird. For like half an hour, I'm in this state where nothing worries me and I'm not just thinking all the time.
Really?
Yeah, dude, you're not asleep, right?
But you could be.
But you could be. And there's like nothing going. And there's like nice music playing. Like a little like strings picking. You know what I mean? And then just boom, 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 boom. And she's rubbing. Just getting in there. If she's talking, it's like a nice soothing tone. Like easy conversation.
Do you have to talk to her?
You can.
I would just want to lay silently.
Yeah. I feel like it's...
Be like,
The
I don't
talking
need
is
to
for
know
them.
your name, for this hand
yeah.
job.
Oh, you mean a professional massage? Yeah, no, those are good.
I've never been to a rub and tug. They gross me out, and I'm scared of them.
I'm scared. Well, yeah, they're gross. And...
They're gross.
Well, the building seems gross.
The
Not
whole
the
idea-
women. I'm not... The women don't
I'm
freak me out.
I'm not shaming them. I just think the whole idea frightens me.
The whole idea frightens me. And plus, to lay on a chair that, like, thousands of other dudes have been jerked off on.
Yeah, it's not cool in my
It's
brain.
not cool in my brain. And it's very expensive.
I don't want to mix my ass sweat with other people's ass sweat.
Yeah, like, I don't think they're taking
Is it
COVID
expensive?
levels. Yeah, it's like $300 to get jerked off.
What?
Yeah, dude, sucks.
Dude, it is literally free from Pornhub.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Dude, it's got to be the biggest, like, post-nut clarity. You know what I mean?
Where you're like, wow, that was a mistake.
Like, you would just do it and be like, oh my God, what have I become?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I would think that if I ever got to that point and I did it, I would immediately after be like, what the fuck am I doing with my
Yeah,
life?
you just shoot yourself.
Yeah, like, what the
That's
fuck
all there is
just
left.
happened to my life?
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
I know, like,
I know guys that get it all, like, on the regular.
you know guys that do this?
I know dudes who, like, have girlfriends that get laid and they just love going to get jerked off sometimes. And they'll do it, like, once a month. They roll
It's like a
in
little
and,
treat.
yeah, it's like a little treat for them. They go and get their dick jerked. That's a thing they do for fun.
That's so fucked.
Like, I know guys that go with their buddies. Like, them and...
No.
Yes.
Uh-uh.
Yes. Two dudes I used to work with did it all the time. They would go, like, every other week. And they'd go together, and, like, they don't go in the same room together.
No,
But,
but-
they're like, oh, let's go to the rub and tug. And they'd fucking... One of them would drive, and they'd go over to the rub and tug. Well, I think they would go and have a couple beers, then go to the rub and tug.
Yeah.
Get jerked off. They'd go and pick a girl, get jerked off, and then they go back and have some beers and talk about how awesome it was. And it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing with your day, man? Is that a thing?
That can't be a thing.
I seriously wonder if we're out of the loop and that's a thing and we don't know about it.
What are you doing after this?
We're not. No.
We can round up
I do
some
know
boys.
a spot.
We can round up some boys. Go hit the rub and tug.
Yeah, let's all go in there together. It's not weird.
Say, Kay. I mean, we
It's
say
weird
this.
as fuck.
We were just talking about this outside before the show. How far is going to the rub and tug with your boys to going to the strip club with your boys? It's close. It's closer than you'd want to admit.
It's weird.
It's like, hey, boys, we're going to the strip club tonight. Y'all want to sit in the room and get boners?
Yeah, y'all
You know
want
what
to sit in a room together and get boners?
The only difference is you just jerk off when you get home.
Yeah, I guess.
That's the only difference, or not at all, which is
Or not at
so
all.
strange.
Yeah, sometimes I haven't been that many times. I've only been to the Rippers like a few times.
Yeah,
But I don't think I jerk off after. I think it's too weird for me. But strip clubs make me very uncomfortable.
they do. You're
Yeah.
not good in them.
I'm bad. In the
You're
strip
bad
club.
in them. You have a problem. One with saying no to women.
Yeah,
You can't
it
do
makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do we want to really deep dive into that? Because we could. Let's talk about your mother, Christian.
Okay.
Yeah, Colin, this is episode 67, Christian's therapy session. Tell me when it started.
What?
Tell me when it all started. Bring
When
it back.
what
What's the
started?
first memory you've ever had?
Of what?
Just living. What's your first memory?
I don't fucking know, dude.
You should know.
My first memory?
Yeah, what's your first memory?
I remember being in Sault Ste. Marie,
Interesting.
playing with a train set on Christmas, which
Train
would have
set,
put
okay.
me at like 3 years old.
Yeah. Okay. Train
Yeah.
set.
Yeah, it was
Funny that we fixate on that.
Well, it went around the tree.
Going around the tree, thus solidifying your interest in nature at a young age. The train symbolizing your autism. Surrounding the tree, which is nature. Was your mother in the room?
No.
No? Okay.
I was with my grandma.
Ooh, even more matriarchal.
Yeah, she died. Well, they're both
Like
dead.
that then? At the time?
Like right there in the room. What?
Grandma's having a heart attack.
No, I'm
You're
just
just like
kidding.
watching the train.
Call 911. Like, yeah, I like trains. No, she died till way later.
I was still watching the train by the time it happened. That was my impression of a therapist, by the way.
Oh, good job. You could have a future.
In therapy?
Yeah.
Is it like the doctor or the patient?
Huh?
Doctor or patient?
No, I was the patient.
That's What's the Sopranos thing? Oh, therapy? That's just a racket for the Jews.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's fucked.
Yeah, that's a racket for
Yeah.
Jews. Yeah.
That's fucked. What was I gonna say though? You fucked me up there.
Did I fuck you up? I apologize.
That's all good. London, Ontario, where we live,
Oh,
Do you know what I'm gonna say?
I know where you're going.
they did Canada's top 100 happiest cities. We placed exactly last.
Yeah. Dead last, baby.
Dead
we
last.
miserable up in this bitch.
We're miserable
Take
as fuck.
your soft ass back to Niagara Falls because we are miserable here.
Yes.
Okay, and you better learn to fucking like it.
Dude,
Because I'm in a bad mood.
why are we so unhappy?
Because there's, I don't know. I've, like, unironically, deep down, I talk a lot of shit. I like the city.
Do you?
I like London.
I
like
like
being
some
from
things
London.
about London.
So do I. There are things that I like more about other cities.
Yeah.
Right? But, like, deep down, I like this
I
city.
don't think deep down that I like the city, to be honest. I think deep down I like all my friends here.
Yeah.
My friends and family, and that makes me not hate the city.
Yeah.
If I could move all my friends and family
Yeah.
to like Vancouver, I would do it right away. If I could move all
Really?
of them, yeah, I would move them to a better city for sure. Yeah. Apparently Caledon is number one.
Where's Caledon?
Outside of Toronto. No shit. It's a super rich.
Yeah, it's a suburb, isn't it?
It's like its own little town.
Oh, is it
I
like
think it's by
Milton?
Orangeville kind of thing. And Milton's on that list too.
Yeah,
But
you know
they're-
why?
They're rich as fuck.
They're rich as fuck. They all
Yeah,
own
no
their
shit,
homes.
they're happy.
And they live in this fucking Candyland ass
Yeah.
existence that is unattainable for 99% of people.
Yeah, like
where you,
no
like,
wonder.
your stores still have fucking horse hitches on them because you live in
Yeah.
a fantasy land.
They
Okay?
live like it's
We
ancient
doing
time.
fentanyl in here, okay?
Yeah.
That's what we doing in London.
Dude, London's fucked. Like, I don't know. If you walk through downtown, you walk through other downtowns and you're like, wow, look at that. That's eclectic and cool and fun. You walk through downtown London and you're like, that looks like someone slapped it together with some plywood. You know?
That's how we
And
like
painted
it.
over it. Yeah. Why you think the number one, when people come to London, they're like, what's the best thing to do here? I'm like, drink. They're like,
Yeah,
really?
but we're good at that.
Yeah, but that's true. It's like, what do you want to do? Drink. You want to know what there is to do in London? You drink. Because there's no other attractions. I can show you all the cool bars here. There's cool bars.
Yeah. London's got a good music thing going.
We do have a good music scene,
We have a
and
good
we're
art
starting
scene.
to have a comedy scene.
There's a comedy scene.
Art scene's coming along.
We have the theater here, if you're into theater. You're
Do
not
we-
into theater?
do we have
got the
the
Grand Theater. It's the grandest one.
Is it?
No.
No, it's not.
We have the Covent Garden Market.
It's mediocre.
We
at
have
best.
Taz on FM 96.
Who's turning into a pervert the older he gets.
No, is
Have
he?
you not? Have you listened to FM 96 much?
No, I don't listen.
Okay, let me tell you.
Yeah, we have FM 96. That's
FM 96, as that goes on, they are more and more perverse. I don't know if it's radio as a whole, but that channel
you're
is
just
becoming
getting-
more perverse. No, they're like making cum jokes.
on the radio.
On the radio.
Is nothing sacred.
Dude, it's radio. Like, why the fuck are you doing that? If I wanted to listen, I'd listen to Howard Stern.
Yeah.
You know? That's fucked. Don't do that to
that
my radio.
You know how quickly that's making this have the ability to be a radio show, though?
What, us?
Yeah, if we cleaned it up like a little bit more.
Oh,
We
I
could
thought
probably-
that. I thought that if we did like 50 more episodes a little bit cleaner, we could get a radio.
A radio slot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
Or
be
like get on a network where they put us on TV. Yeah.
be sick.
Yeah, it would be sick. Get paid like $5
I
grand
mean,
an
when we
episode.
normally record at like 8:30 on Sunday mornings,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's like pretty prime time radio time, especially if we're on like AM, like an AM
That's true.
band.
Yeah, but they don't make any money.
That's not about the money, Chris. It's about
Yeah, it's
sending a
true.
message.
It's about sending a message.
It's about sending a message and touching the hearts of children.
I hope kids don't listen to our show.
Yeah, I really hope not.
I
I've
know
heard,
of
I
some-
know of some underage people that are like, "Oh, I love the shows," that you shouldn't.
Yeah, they kids at our work.
Yeah, if you're listening right now,
Yeah,
you know
get
I'm
off.
not- Stop.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Can't do it. Unhappiest city though. That actually
It bothers me. It kind of bothers me.
Minor league sports. We have that.
We do have the oldest functioning baseball park in the world.
We have the London Knights, which are a great OHL team.
They are an amazing OHL
Right.
team. Yeah, I guess. We have some stuff. I don't know. I just
The
look
inventor of insulin.
at Sir Frederick Banting.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Don't forget the sir.
Yeah, don't forget this, sir.
What else we got?
I mean, we have cool stuff, but I look at other cities and how happy they are, and I do imagine that it's
You're
because there's
seeing
nicer things.
the surface level.
No, I think they're actually like when I lived in Halifax, I was like, this is definitely a nice place to be. It's happy here.
Yeah.
People are happy. Yeah, a lot of outdoor activities. Things are really nice.
Maybe that's just happier for
affordable.
you.
No, it's everyone there is happier. Like everyone's in a more pleasant.
but if you want
mood.
to talk about drinking, okay,
yeah,
like, oh, what's there to do in London? Drink. They spend so much more time drinking on the East Coast than we do.
no,
They
definitely,
drink like fucking crazy out there.
definitely not.
They for sure.
No,
That's why the Maritimer stereotype exists.
absolutely not. We drink more in London than they do.
Do they?
They have this stereotype because it's like very common culture out there.
Yeah.
But I
They're all
know,
descended from Irish. That's why.
yeah, I know from living in both places.
Yeah.
We drink in this one particular city in Ontario. We consume vastly more alcohol than they do.
Really?
Yes. Yes. For sure. The people who drink here drink a lot more than people on the East Coast.
Really?
Yeah, they just like to do dumb shit like make moonshine and stuff. Here
Yeah.
we like to... Dude, the amount of fucking booze that gets sold in this city, I would love to see the numbers.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I would love to know what Labatt's and fucking Anheuser-Busch puts into this city.
It's crazy amounts.
Yeah.
Like we work we work in bars,
Yeah.
right? And like the amount of just for it to make sense, because the amount of kickbacks I know we get from liquor companies for being like a couple of the many bars in town. The amount of kickbacks we get and shit done for us and favors.
This is a good example, actually. When I was in Halifax, I noticed that a lot of bars have like umbrellas and stuff with their own brand on it. They pay
Oh, okay.
they pay for their own umbrellas.
We don't do that here.
We don't fucking do that here. I actually challenge people to find a bar that has their own umbrellas. They don't. All the bars most of their patio like attraction stuff is supplied by reps.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you need umbrellas? No problem. I'll get you umbrellas. What's your number one selling beer? Even like place I used to work, we had Dos Equis. We had Dos Equis and Tecate umbrellas.
Yeah.
Because we
they
sold
fight
enough
for
of it.
They fight for it.
Yeah.
Like Coors will come in, and then Labatt's will come in, and like Blue Moon will come in.
Yeah, or Red Bull.
Or
the amount
Red
of Red
Bull.
Bull shit around our city.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love Red Bull.
I love Red Bull.
So do I.
One of my favorite companies next to McDonald's. I don't like McDonald's as a food. I like McDonald's as a company.
Do you?
Yeah, I love McDonald's as
Why's
a
that?
company. What do you mean?
Like why as a company, not just a food?
Because McDonald's is one of the most incredible companies in the world. They're one of the largest companies in the world for starters. I think Walmart employs the most people in the world.
Yeah.
But McDonald's is in almost every country in the world. And they change their menu according to cultural norms around the world. They have consistency in a restaurant that is unfathomable worldwide.
Yeah,
you can
is
get
nuts.
a Big Mac in Japan or in India or in fucking like Bangkok, Australia, anywhere in the US, Canada, Brazil. It's the exact same. Doesn't matter where you go.
That is true.
It like that is an inconceivable level of consistency for starters. Second of all, the efficiency they have as a company, they're one of the most efficient companies in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
By like considering what they do and the amount of work required to do what they do, they're vastly more efficient than anybody else. There's a reason they're the fucking kingpin of food.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
they're operating at such a scale, right?
They consume more fresh produce than any other single entity in the world.
Yeah, it's nuts.
They there's a whole bunch of crazy shit that they've achieved, like
Cutting
They-
down the Amazon rainforest for cattle farms.
yeah,
McDonald's is huge on that.
yeah, it's fucked.
They do that like crazy.
But they fucking squashed Tim Hortons.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Like-
Tim Hortons is owned by Burger King now.
Now, yeah. So what happened was Tim Hortons didn't want to reduce their profit margin on coffee and give the coffee farmers a raise. So they actually went to have a meeting with this group, and they were going to ask for a raise. And Tim Hortons was like, actually, we're looking to decrease the amount we pay you. And McDonald's stepped in and said, you're going to supply to us forever.
Mm-hmm.
Or like never, like to nobody else. Like we got exclusivity rights, and we'll give you a 4% raise.
Yeah.
And they paid them that first year 4% more than what they were asking for. Sorry, still they were coming in with like a 2% raise or something,
Yeah.
and McDonald's topped that by 4% on top of what they were
So
asking
they
for.
got a 6% raise.
And Tim Hortons was trying to knock them down like a percent or two. And McDonald's was like, in exchange, you never give fucking Tim Hortons another coffee bean forever.
yeah.
And
That's
like,
why the Timmy's coffee changed, right?
That's why the Timmy's coffee change, which was legendary, went to shit. And now McDonald's has the best coffee.
Yeah.
Like, way to fuck that one up,
If you're
Timmy's.
a Canadian, like, the only reason you can go to Timmy's is out of
'cause it's
nostalgia.
everywhere.
And because it's everywhere. That's
Yeah.
the only reason, because you can't tell me it's good. It's really not.
If you have a black coffee from Timmy's,
It's ass.
I literally can't finish it. It's garbage. I would rather have a cheap Keurig coffee than have a fucking Tim
Yeah.
Hortons coffee any day of the week. They're garbage. Starbucks black coffees, people are like, oh, they're so expensive for a tall like Pike Place, it's like $3 and change.
Yeah, it's
It's
not
the
that.
same as fucking Timmy's.
Yeah, it's just if you're not getting the, like, crazy elaborate drinks.
Yeah, just don't get a Frappuccino, jackass. Like, get a normal coffee.
A Frappuccino, like, I know it's a Starbucks thing, but that's entirely a Starbucks thing, right? Like a Frappuccino. That's
Yeah.
not a real coffee, is it?
No, it's just like an iced cappuccino.
Oh, okay, with, like, syrups in it and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really know what makes it a
I like-
frap.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had one, but I always know people like to complain about them existing.
Oh, you've never had one?
No.
Oh, we'll get Frappuccinos.
You want to get Frappuccinos?
Yeah, I love them. Caramel Frappuccino.
Because it's like, that's a classic boomer joke that old guys love to tell. Where it's like, they're like going into a coffee shop and, I don't want a Frappuccino bullshit. Do you have anything that's just coffee? And they like to pretend like that's a real scenario.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, we have tons.
Yeah,
of
of course, we just have
We're a
regular coffee. Yeah,
shop.
we're a coffee shop.
Yeah.
It's just in like making up scenarios to get mad at.
Starbucks is a fucking great company too, honestly.
They're pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, they were the first minimum wage employer to offer health benefits in the United States
Which is crazy.
to part-time employees.
Mm-hmm.
They also were the first people to offer post-secondary education funding to part-time minimum wage employees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their health benefits are like nothing to scoff at either. They're
No,
not just like the bare minimum.
They're an incredibly reputable company. Yeah, Howard Schultz. That guy's a fucking legend. Good man. I don't give a fuck that he's a billionaire. Guy's a good guy. He did good shit. I like him.
Took care of himself first, though.
Yeah, he took care of a lot of other people along the way. You know, he didn't wait till he was a billionaire to make Starbucks a good place for people to be employed. He wasn't a billionaire when he started doing good shit.
No, of course.
You know what I mean? People just fed him more money because they were like, this dude's awesome.
That's why.
That's why.
This dude's awesome.
This dude's
I
awesome.
love this dude.
Unlike fucking Jim Norton's.
Jim Norton's?
Yeah, Tim Hortons.
Oh, Tim Hortons.
I do have another one for you.
Yeah, what's up?
So I had this stoned thought.
Oh, perfect. Hit me with it.
Okay? I wrote the whole thing out, so I'm just going to read this.
Okay, let's hear it.
Do you think it's possible... Okay, what was I watching to give context to this?
Ooh.
I was watching
Another layer.
something. I was very high. Anyway, I was quite stoned. Do you think it's possible to create an element? Like, you know how they always discover new elements by smashing shit together?
Yes.
And they make a new element?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think it's possible to create an element that would naturally react with the ozone to produce oxygen? Something you could build with. And then I said, though I suppose it would slowly decay because you would have to have some sort of reaction happening to produce oxygen. And then I was like, well, maybe you could just build roads with it because we redo roads anyway. And if you're creating some sort of element that you build roads with that produces oxygen, while it decays, then it's just you don't harm the industry of redoing roads and like road work, but you're using a product that actually helps the environment and reduces CO2 emissions, which in turn reduces the temperature of the earth. That's not that crazy, right?
I think that's crazy.
Is that crazy?
Okay, so, like, you know ozone is O3, right? Like
No.
Yeah.
I'm saying ozone in like a true term.
Yes. Yeah, totally.
Ozone being like nitrogen, CO, like the ozone, like our air.
The ozone layer is made up of ozone, which is 3 oxygen atoms bound.
No.
Yes,
I'm
is.
talking about, okay, atmosphere. Our atmosphere, like the air around us.
Okay.
If
Okay,
it
because
reacts...
the ozone layer is something different.
Okay, no, I'm not saying the ozone layer. I'm saying it would react with, like, the outside air, which has, like, a lot of nitrogen
Yeah.
and a lot of...
It's like mostly nitrogen.
It's mostly nitrogen, CO2, and oxygen.
Yes.
Are what's predominantly in it.
Yes.
There's also, like, helium and methane and stuff, but...
hydrogen, yeah.
And hydrogen,
Okay.
yeah, but...
So,
Predominantly...
you want to make a new element.
And then make roads out of it.
Okay.
And it reacts with the air and makes oxygen. But then would it be problematic because would we suddenly have too much oxygen?
What are we making this element out of?
I don't know. I'm not a chemistry guy.
From what I
I
understand,
was high on drugs.
when we make elements now, it's incredibly expensive and difficult to make like a little bit. Like not a road paving
amount. You think someone would have figured this out?
I think you just make solar panel roads.
Solar panels are horrific for the environment. They only last like anywhere from 15 to 25 years. And then you have to recycle them. Our recycling process for them is horrible. And we usually send them off to we send them off to Bangladesh and they break them down and then put all those toxic chemicals into their ground. And so now their aquifer in the area is incredibly toxic. It's killing plant life.
Yeah, but that's happening over there. So
it's a problem.
I know it's a problem.
It's a
I'm saying
huge
that's
problem.
how people
And
think
it's
here.
also a problem sending it to India. Like, this is not judgment on anyone. This is just a fact. It's very common practice in India that when things are shit and like they're being sent over there to be dealt with, they just get put in the Ganges. And then they get washed out to sea is their idea. But
and then it goes away forever.
it goes away forever, and it doesn't
Yeah.
because there's full. Your fucking holy river is full of garbage, and
Yeah,
it's super
it's
toxic.
crazy to see.
It's super toxic.
You
Like,
see like dead animals floating down.
dude, and they
shit.
bathe in it. That's insane. Like,
Yeah.
you need to take care of your river. Like, I'm not disputing that the Ganges is a holy river.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, we can't send things like toxic chemicals over to them and then expect them to not do the same thing they do with everything else with the toxic chemicals.
Yeah.
Because then you're just committing mass murder when they start bathing children in fucking Freon or something. You know what I mean? Like, fucking,
All
you
right.
can't do
so
that.
New Element Road is out.
I don't know if New
Solar-
Element Road is out.
It's New Element Road is out.
Is it 100% out?
It's 100%
We
out.
need to have a scientist on.
Like, you could maybe make a compound, but not just the individual
Okay, so what
element.
about a compound that reacts with the air?
Okay, so
and
what do you want it
creates
to do
oxygen?
to the air?
I just want it to have a light reaction with the air and create oxygen.
Okay.
Like slowly, like the same way that copper oxidizes and goes green, and then that's actually like a different compound. The green copper
yeah.
is a different compound.
Yeah, it's like
So the
oxide,
same-
right?
Yeah, like copper
Like-
oxide,
like-
right?
Yeah, yeah.
So the same way that
So that's what that's doing is oxygen is binding to it.
to the copper.
So you want to do the opposite.
I want to do the opposite, that something is in this and whatever reaction happens and it's releasing oxygen.
Huh.
You
I'm
know?
trying to think about what would make oxygen leave, right? Because then this also isn't like a forever thing, right?
No, because that product would decay.
It would
have
decay and
to
it would
to-
eventually run out of things to react with.
Yeah, and
So-
then when it does, then you tear up the road and you redo it with new stuff.
Because you got to do it anyways. I see
you have
where
to do it
high,
anyways.
I
You
see
see what
where
I'm
high
saying?
Chris is going.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you're going to have to redo the road anyway because it got beat up. So as it decays
So this,
and releases all its oxygen, which is helping the environment around it, then you know what I just thought about though? It would have to have oxygen to start. So then where are you collecting the oxygen
so this is
from?
the only thing. So oxygen exists stably as like O2, right?
Yeah.
Like two oxygen atoms
Can
bound.
you make oxygen?
So the ozone layer does.
It creates
So
oxygen.
it's O3. I forget exactly how it happens, but it's three oxygen atoms bound together. There's someone's listening to this who is so much more smarter than me.
and they're mad.
And
right
they're
now.
so mad. So what I believe happens is you lose a free oxygen atom. That makes oxygen, right?
Oxygen molecule, not an atom.
Sorry, a molecule. That makes an oxygen molecule and an oxygen atom. The atom flies off, right?
I don't think. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then that makes oxygen. So for this to happen, you would have to have like a free oxygen able to bind with another oxygen on this compound that would just react with free flying oxygen in the atmosphere
To bind to it.
to bind to it. But I'm pretty sure if you have an
What if
open
it-
oxygen on a compound, that makes it like pretty unstable enough that you could like never do it.
But what if it bound to something like CO2 and then created O3 for some reason and C something else? Like the carbon then became deposited into the road.
Well, they can take carbon out of the air.
yeah, plants do it with
They
photosynthesis.
the plants do it.
What if we just put a bunch of chlorophyll on the roads?
What if we just made roads out of grass?
I've been saying that for years.
figured it out. Let's go, baby.
boom! Save the fucking earth!
I'm sorry. How long was that? Like 6 minutes? I'm sorry, guys. You had to listen
You
to
were
that.
probably like, oh my god.
Your smart friend with the PhD is probably clawing his eyes out.
Yeah, he's dying right now. For
He's
sure.
dying. That was like
He's gonna be like, what the fuck are you?
that
guys
was me
talking about?"
trying to remember like 11th grade chemistry, like really hard.
Yeah, no, that didn't make me feel good.
You know what we were talking? We're like, yo, that last episode was one of those ones that made me feel like kind of smart. Not that.
Not that one. That was dumb.
That was pretty fucking dumb of us.
Why don't we make roads out of grass?
Because we drive too much on.
Yeah, I guess they would never get the opportunity to recover.
No, we just beat the piss out of it. Roads are
Does grass produce that much oxygen though? Most of our oxygen doesn't even come
It's
from
algae.
like trees and stuff. It comes from phytoplankton.
Yeah, or sorry, phytoplankton
Is like the predominantly
in
what
the
makes
oceans.
oxygen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah,
Yeah, grass is horrible. It's really, really bad, especially like lawns. Especially lawns.
Yeah, I know lawns are, but long grass, like grasslands, are positive.
Grasslands are positive, but there's also a diversity there.
Yeah.
Like lawns are horrible because they never get the chance to fully grow, and like plants produce oxygen, I'm pretty sure, via surface area.
Okay.
Right? So when they're constantly mowed, they're
don't
not
do
actually
that much.
doing that much.
Yeah.
But they take a ton of water to upkeep.
And they take a ton of heat to, like, they absorb a bunch of heat into the Earth's crust. Remember when I was right about that?
Yeah, the urban heat sink or whatever.
Yeah, urban or tarmac theory or whatever.
Yeah, we were
it's
talking
called.
about how
Yeah.
there were too many roads.
I was like, there's too many roads on the planet. You're like, that's fucking retarded.
No, it wasn't that there were too many roads.
I was like-
it's because there wasn't enough shadows.
I was like, there's not enough.
That's what it was.
There's not enough coverage because we build all these roads, and then those roads absorb heat, and they put heat into the Earth's crust. And then you were like, that's fucking insane. And the next episode, you're like, I want to apologize.
Okay, you were close. I'm pretty sure cities reflect heat. And they hold heat, but they also reflect it.
But they
Whereas,
absorb
like,
a lot into the Earth's crust.
Yeah.
They absorb a lot into the Earth's crust.
I think it's diffused easier into vegetation.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, it's much better for the
I think we
environment.
just go live in the woods.
I don't know why we
But
don't
not
have whole
here.
cities that are made under forests. And don't you dare write in and say that it's the forest city in London, because we fucking replace real trees with metal trees in this weird
The
place.
forest city was originally an insult. Do you know that?
Really?
Yeah, they called London the forest city as an insult, and then we adopted it.
But now it's an actual award given to cities in Ontario. And
Yeah.
we don't even hold it. I'm pretty sure it's Kitchener or Guelph.
Boo.
Yeah.
But London was supposed to be the original capital of Canada, because we're in a pretty strategically nice spot,
Yeah.
right? Like close to Detroit, close to Niagara, right? Like we're like halfway from Windsor to Toronto and stuff. It was supposed to be a capital of Canada. And I guess when they were discussing places to put it, some guy was like, yeah, London's the spot. And they're like, what, in the forest city? Because there were so many forests here. Like there were so many trees at the time that we were like a little settlement in. But
Just
they were
in the
like
middle of the woods.
in the middle of the woods. They were just making fun of them. They're like, what, that forest city?
The forest city.
Yeah, and then now it's like we put it on everything.
Yeah,
Our
we do.
logo's a tree.
Yeah, we love being a forest place.
Yeah, my girlfriend embarrassed me pretty good because my parents live in Brantford,
Yeah.
which is where Alexander Graham Bell is from.
Okay.
So they are the telephone city.
Are they really?
They are.
Huh.
So we're driving in, and we're like, telephone city. I wonder what London is. She looked at
forest
me and
city.
was like, the forest city. And there's nothing more embarrassing than being told you're wrong by your girlfriend.
One of my favorite times was when you told. No, we were in the car. We were in the car driving to her parents' house, and when you're coming up to a stop sign out in the country, and it's like like the bumps in the road to like alert people when it's nighttime and shit that like there's a stop sign coming up and it lets you know. So
fuck, this is my best
so
work.
she goes, what are the bumps in the road for? And without skipping a beat, Josh goes, it's so that blind people know there's a stop sign coming up when they're driving. And she just goes, oh, okay. And for like 10 minutes we're sitting there like, what the fuck? And then she's like, wait a second. Blind people can't drive.
Oh, that was one of my best
Oh,
works.
that just made me die laughing for so long. I love that joke to this day. It's for blind people.
So that no one to stop.
You know what stop sign's coming up.
Oh, fuck. That's so good.
Fucking amazing.
I just want to clear up. Oh, never mind. It wasn't in the last episode. Never
What?
mind. The jackalopes thing.
Oh, it wasn't. Well, we can tell. Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting an addition for the podcast studio. It's a jackalope, a shoulder-mounted jackalope.
Yeah, if anyone doesn't know what a jackalope is.
It's a rabbit with antlers.
It's a rabbit with
taxidermied together.
Yeah, so it's purely a taxidermy thing. I, for like a second, thought it was real.
For like a couple minutes. But I also thought it was real when I first learned about them.
Is it like a folklore thing?
I think so. I think it comes from German folklore.
Okay, I was gonna say that seems like some weird like Appalachia shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's like Hansel Gretel bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they, yeah, I remember thinking that, well, it must be real.
It's gotta be. Why would someone put a picture up on the internet? Like, why would someone make that up? It's a weird thing to make up.
It is a weird thing to make up.
I like it though.
I like it. I think it's gonna be a great addition. I think it's gonna be fun.
So do I. I know where we're putting it.
Yeah?
We could like maybe even like stick them right here. Like I just. Oh fuck! The camera can't see.
it's
We're gonna have to redo the whole camera
we'll
thing
have to
to
figure
get the
it out.
jackalope in. We can do cool things like put props on them and stuff.
Yeah, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'll do a little nature time if you're okay
Fuck
with that.
yeah! I want nature time.
Okay, so I learned a couple things. I was listening to Cal's Weekend Review. I've talked about this podcast before.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah, another great podcast.
Yeah, another great podcast. I do like relaying some of the information that I find to be like quite interesting.
Yeah.
So I was deep diving into Dr. Matthew Walker's sleep stuff not that long ago, and the necessity for sleep and like brain development. And it's a mammal thing, like how we sleep and circadian rhythms, stuff like that. It's really crucial. Sleep's super crucial to your brain.
Yeah,
And
obviously.
brain development, right? And elephant seals and African elephants sleep the least out of any mammals in the world.
Yeah.
And like African elephants sleep like 2 hours a day. Elephant seals have been reported to sleep 20 minutes in a day.
20
up
minutes
to
a day.
like 2 hours is a max for them. But there are days where they'll only have 20 minutes for the whole day
Could you imagine how much shit you could get done if it only took 20 minutes to get like fully rested?
to just get going. Yeah, but they're so fucking lazy. Maybe.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be.
And they're fuck ugly too.
They're elephant seals?
Elephant seals are fuck ugly.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I've ever seen one.
An elephant seal's fuck ugly, and they're morbidly obese. So what I wonder is if it's due to horrifically terrible sleep patterns. Yeah, they're fucking atrocious beasts. And they're just angry all the time. They're just fucking angry.
Oh, he looks awesome.
So what I'm thinking is, imagine if they got 8 hours of sleep. Maybe if they had like 2 years of 8 hours of sleep
Yeah.
a day,
They'd be like handsome.
they'd be like these fucking beautiful, majestic
Apex
creatures.
predators.
Instead of being like, "Rah, rah." That's what they do there.
That was good. That's all they do though?
All the
Wait,
time.
were they in that one nature documentary where they like fly off cliffs and stuff? Like they just fall off? Or am I thinking of something else?
No. Are you thinking of those birds?
No. They're like seals. They're like big fucking, or they're like walruses or something.
It might be elephant seals.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're pretty blubbery, dude.
They probably just bounce
And they're
around.
all banged up. Every single one of them are all cut up and scarred. They're just like this.
Battles.
Yeah, they just battle each other all the time because they're so angry. Because
They
they're
have. Do they
always
get
tired.
tusks?
No, they just have like teeth in there that they. Yeah, they're fucked.
They are fuck ugly. But if they got like 2 years, of 8 hours of sleep, even like 6,
I think they'd be like super handsome.
they'd be like kind of smart. They'd
Yeah.
have like a nice jawline,
Yeah, and they'd be like,
like 6-pack.
they'd maybe come out and be like, "Hello, other elephant seals.
Hey there. How's it going?
Hey, my name's John.
Full night of sleep last night. How you doing?
I feel great today."
You want to go fuck on that rock over there? I know just the place.
Come on over. Come on.
They just flop.
Come on.
That's so funny. Like smooth talking so hard. All right, I'll take it back to my place.
much smoother in the water.
You ever see the movie Tusk?
No.
It's like, you remember, it was in the era on Netflix where there were a bunch of like weird horror movies like Rubber and Teeth.
Oh, Teeth really freaked me out. I was
Yeah.
scared of vaginas for like a solid 2 weeks.
I'm still scared of vaginas, dude.
Really? Yeah. Sorry, dude.
Uh,
Sometimes they do look like a little mouth.
okay, we're not going there.
Just trying to eat your dick.
Trying. Succeeding. I'm not gonna lie and say it's a full meal here, ladies. Ladies.
You ever seen like a thumbnail and you're like, okay, and then it's like really fucked up pussy going on down there. You know what I'm talking about? Once in a while you find a thumbnail and that thumbnail is fucked up. Like it seems normal and then you like let it do its thing and then it's like do fucked up vagina, like horrifically disfigured.
Disfigured?
Where it's like, it looks like,
Like it would take a chunk
it
out of
would
you?
fuck your dick up on the way in. Might not recover at all. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Fucking happens.
It happens?
Maybe it's just my search.
Yeah, I mean, you're just looking up fucked up pussy.
Sorry, what were you
But anyway,
going to say?
Tusk. It's this movie. It's about a podcaster, actually. You
Really?
should check it out. Yeah, it's like it's like a weird art house horror movie, but like Johnny Depp's in it for like 2 seconds.
Huh.
It's really weird, but it's this podcaster. He has a podcast where he interviews people, but he's like, he makes fun of people on his podcast, but they don't know they're getting made fun of or something like that. Like, he's a bad guy. And he goes and talks to this guy who gets like shipwrecked and gets his life saved by a walrus. Like a walrus like brings him to shore, but then in his hunger has to kill and eat the walrus. And he's like torn up about it because this walrus saved his life. And then he had to kill it with the tusk. So he realizes that this podcast guy is fucking with him, drugs him, and then sews him together with a bunch of other body parts to make him look like a walrus.
What?
And then he like play fights with the walrus. Like he puts on a walrus suit and play fights with this like surgically made walrus. And then he gets rescued by his friends. But then he's like so become a walrus now, like because he's been living as a walrus for like a year or whatever, that they just leave him in like a wildlife sanctuary in this like weird surgical fucked up walrus. Have you not seen this?
I am totally watching that.
Oh, watch Tusk, dude. It's fucked.
What the fuck?
And like Johnny Depp plays like this undercover cop that's also like tracking this guy down. It's fucking nuts.
Dude, that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
What's that on Netflix?
It was on Netflix when I watched it, which was a long time ago.
It's called Tusk, eh?
Yeah, Tusk. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, I remember seeing ads for this.
Yeah.
I
Look
remember-
at the picture. See if you can see him in the walrus outfit.
Oh, it's that dude. What's that guy's name? Justin Long.
Justin Long. Yeah. It's
Lily
him.
Rose Depp is in it too. Johnny
I had no
Depp's
idea.
daughter.
I had no idea.
Wow. Genesis Rodriguez. She's hot as fuck, dude. What? What?
If anyone wants to know what like an actual conversation between me and Chris is, not the show, it's the last like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's
That's it.
That's what it's like all the time. Yeah, when it's not the show, we put it on. We do definitely put it on. When it's not the show, we're like, damn, dude. Oh, fucking wow. What? That's so cool.
Yeah, it's like if you were to listen to us, it makes no sense.
It doesn't
What we're
make
saying.
any sense.
I've
had people comment to me that when we're like sitting down talking somewhere, they're like, they'll listen in and be like, oh, they're fine, but they hear a bit of our conversation. And then like come back 2 minutes later and they're like, what the fuck happened in the conversation? Like, and they're listening and they're like, there's no track here. There's no what's
track.
going on?
There's no track. I have noticed though, because on the show, like we set each other up.
Yeah.
Like kind of subconsciously, but kind of not. Like there is an effort to like, we know if I say
Absolutely.
this certain thing, Chris will like go with it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I noticed we do that to each other, not on the show now though.
I have noticed that too.
We're like alley-ooping jokes at each other now. Like we're fucking Jordan and
when
Pippen.
yeah, we are when we're hanging out
Yeah, when we're hanging
with our
out.
friends, and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, we're like just crushing jokes.
Dude,
Nobody laughing.
And
Not a single
we've
laugh.
got, because we do so, like, we've spent so much time together doing the show. Like the other day, I'm not gonna say what happened, but I literally just looked, and then I just looked in a direction and looked back, and Josh goes, oh, "He would." I didn't say a fucking word. There was no expression on my face. I just looked over and then looked back, and didn't say anything. And he was like, "Yes, he would." What?
Yeah, and it was exactly what he said. What
It
I'm
was
basically
exactly-
saying is that we're like in love.
Yeah,
They're like
that's
we're
basically what's
synced up.
happened.
That's what's happening.
We've synced up our menses.
Our what?
Isn't that what it is? Isn't that what the girls do?
Sync their men's like their periods?
Yeah, they're menses. Isn't that what it's called?
I don't think it's called that. We have like a high quality source that we can ask in about 10 minutes, but
It's called
menses?
syncing up their menses.
It's not their menses. No way.
Isn't that the term?
Menstrual cycle?
Menstrual cycles, menses. I think that's it, dude.
That can't
Isn't
be.
that fucked up to think, though?
That is
Don't
fucked up
trust
because
anything
women are
that bleeds for
demons.
5 days and doesn't die.
Yeah, on the Reasonable Doubt podcast, we fucking hate women. I just want it to be known. We just hate dudes more. There's one thing I don't like in this world. It's other dudes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, they fucking suck so bad. I'm different, and you're different. My
Yeah, we're
friends
totally
are different.
different,
We're
yeah.
totally different. Well, you have your moments. Well, most dudes are fucking brutal.
Man,
Look, pick out the average guy. Like the guy we saw waiting for his fucking CAA before we started.
Quality.
Fucking ass crack McGee outside getting his car towed.
ass crack sweat and back titty sweat, I believe.
Back titty sweat. This guy had a white shirt tucked in, and I still saw ass crack because he was sweating so hard.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even that big of a dude.
He wasn't.
He was just
He just must have been sitting for a long time.
sitting in a leather seat that like
No-
you know when your
no
leather
AC?
seat hit the sun,
Oh, yeah, it
It's
gets
it.
real sweaty.
it gets real
Yeah,
sweaty.
you
for
got
me.
leather seats.
I do.
Yeah,
and
how
it
was that?
sucked. It sucked today.
Did it?
Oh, dude.
I feel like driving home after work is a fucking nightmare.
I was
sometimes.
driving. I drove for like 6 hours today.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Yeah. All right, I got something else for nature time that I wanted to get
Oh,
on.
fucking continuation of nature time. Let's go, baby.
There's been a recent discovery of the nutrients in buffalo cud.
That's what they chew, right?
Cud is like their...
Oh, because they got all the
eat-
stomachs, right?
They eat it, and then they spit it back up and chew it again, and then swallow it again, and that's cud.
Yeah.
And that cud is like half digested, and apparently it's incredibly nutrient dense. And they think that it actually, every time we guess how early humans lived, we're wrong. We prove
Yeah.
ourselves wrong. And we're totally off the ball. So the whole idea of like women being gatherers and men being hunters, we think that it's probably wrong.
Yeah,
Again,
most likely.
and that women would have probably participated in the hunt because there's a lot of reference to using this cud, and we didn't know what for, and now we realize it was probably a substitute for vegetation that they added to like stews and soups
Yeah, people...
because it doesn't taste that bad, A, and B, it's super nutrient dense, and when you don't have like readily available fresh produce,
Yeah.
you use cud, it gets you all your nutrients.
I've seen dudes in Asia cook cud.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like beef cud?
Yeah, and they'll like
Yeah.
cook it down, and then they'll mix it, and it stretches meat.
Huh.
They'll like mix it with, like if they were to make like meat patties, it would be like 50-50 meat and cud, because then it stretches it, and then they fry it up, and like they say they can't really tell, and then it's also like nutrients.
Yeah.
But man, does it look fucking awful.
Yeah, to be clear, I'm talking about buffalo cud, like bison.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to tell you what the difference is.
But I wouldn't either. I'm curious to know what it tastes like. I would be up for tasting cud.
I mean, if it's between eating cud or eating bugs, I'm eating cud.
I would eat cud. Yeah, I wouldn't eat bugs.
I'm never
Eating bugs, it's also bad for you. They've done a lot of research. They're like putting crickets in a lot of things now.
Mhm.
And
It's to get you ready, brother.
it's really bad
To get
for
you ready for the new world order.
It's really bad. You
We're all
shouldn't
living in the
consume
pods.
crickets.
Eating the bugs.
Yeah. Alex Jones is not that crazy on that one.
It's what the World Economic Forum wants you to
Dude,
believe.
don't even get me going with the fucking World Economic Forum.
Yeah.
Have you looked at their website?
I know, dude.
It's a legit website.
I know. It's a real organization.
And they're crazy. They openly talk about insane shit. Dude,
They're like a think tank. I know.
I don't want that. I don't stop doing that to my life. What is going on
I don't
here?
think they're doing anything to you.
They are, dude. They're talking about tracker chips. And they've got a bunch of countries on board that are like, yeah, I think tracker chips are a good way to go. We should give our people tracker chips.
I don't think people are going to go for it.
Wait, you're not going to have a choice if you live in a militant country like fucking Chinois.
Well, yeah, okay. We don't live there, though. We live here.
Justin Trudeau's a huge proponent of World Economic Forum.
I don't think it happens.
He's like their fucking number 4 dude.
I don't think it happens. I think this is paranoid people. We've done this before. We've done the World Economic Forum.
Have we done the World Economic
We have
Forum?
done the World Economic
Trips
Forum.
me out. It still bothers me. I'm scared.
Yeah,
I'm-
a lot of people are scared.
You
but
know
it's
what it
gonna be
is?
Okay.
I think this is part of my problem with conspiracy theories is that I have irrational fears.
Like
Um,
clowns, vacuum cleaners.
Okay, those are rational fears. You're listing all my rational fears. Vacuum cleaners can suck all the air out of your lungs and kill you. Clowns, there's no database. Anyone could be under there. And there's no form of identification for them.
That's a good point.
Yeah, they're fucking... Anyone could be a clown. They could just be coming up and no one knows who they are. There's no tracking of them.
Maybe we should put chips in them.
We should probably put chips in clowns. Yeah, fucking of course. Who in their right mind wakes up one day and says, you know what I want to do with my life? I want to be a fucking clown. Nobody does that. You have fucking mental instability. Nobody, who the fuck is like, oh, you know what is a great profession? Clown business.
They have schools for it.
That's fucked up, dude. You're breeding psychopaths who fucking rape and murder people.
Rape.
Yes. Clowns are definitely rapier than priests. Definitely. I'm
I
just
don't know.
saying.
I mean, I understand. The whole, like, the want to get into being a clown is strange.
What is strange? Strange is not liking music. Alarming is wanting to be a clown.
I feel like being a clown is like a family thing. Like your dad was a clown.
What the? No! Clowns don't have kids. They don't have families
They do?
of clown. No fucking.
Women can be clowns. They fuck other clowns.
Who the fuck has clown families?
Carnies. Have you ever seen a carny?
Yeah, carnies are just drug
Gypsies.
addicts from Quebec.
Oh, I don't know. I built that tilt-a-whirl.
Don't worry, get on the tilt-a-whirl.
I put on that red wig and that red nose, and they call me
That's
Paddles.
yeah, no, they're fucking. That's what I'm saying.
Come
Carnies.
sit up on my lap.
I
my
know
friend.
what carnies are. They're predictable. Okay, they're just a drug addict from Quebec that
Yeah.
lives in a circus or a carnival.
A
It's not even
carny is
cir-
just like a line cook in a town with no restaurant.
yeah, exactly. That's all it is. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah, there's like they share teeth.
Yeah, people are like, whatever. People get scared. Oh, he's super high while he's controlling a ride. He's fine. He just
He's
wants
done
us to have
this
fun.
1,000
He's done
times.
it 1,000 times. He just wants to have fun. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, everyone says faster, and
He's like, all right, shouldn't go that fast, but it's okay.
There's like the piece of tape that says "not this fast." And he
Yeah.
like moves it.
Exactly.
Man, I used to love them as a kid, but like like parking lot amusement parks,
Oh, I love them.
the ones that like travel around.
Yeah,
I don't
the
trust
Western Fair and
Yeah, the
shit.
Western Fair. I don't trust a roller coaster that can get built in a day.
Dude, I do. Love them. Part of the excitement is the
It's like-
possibility of death.
you like get the scrambler, you see all the rust. You're like,
Yeah, all the rust, A, and B, when you see the safety features fail and you know that your life depends on you holding on.
oh yeah.
Like, you want to live? Hold on tight, bitch. It's the most fun you'll ever have.
I love like amusement park rides, but I'll never get the ones, the ones that are like just big elastic bands
No, that scares me.
that just
That's
fire
scary.
you into the sky.
I will be honest, I had a mild panic attack. I did a drop zone for like the first time since I was like 10.
Oh, like the drop tower thing?
Yeah, when I was at Canada's Wonderland at the end of last summer.
Yeah.
Fucking terrifying.
The way it just slowly like like brings you.
Dude,
up.
I literally closed my eyes, held into a ball, held the seat down, and like did a full body contraction with my legs crossed, and like every muscle in my body was tense as we fell. I did not fucking budge. When everyone was like, "Wow!" and like kind of goes. I was like, nothing moved. I was like,
That's how I am on roller coasters. I don't do the whole arms up in the air thing.
No.
I like grip it.
oh, yeah.
I grip the seat.
Really?
And I'm like, I'm
You want to
here.
go to Kansas Wonderland this
Yeah,
year?
I like roller coasters. I do, but
You do,
that's
but-
how I like them.
You do, but you have a limit. You can't do like 30 of them.
No.
No, you got, what do you get, like 15, 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, I'm actually going to get sick. I'll like go past throw up. I love roller coasters. I'll go and like puke everywhere in the bathroom and then be like sick. All right, let's go.
The puke just comes from like spinning. Like that's just what makes
I don't
me
love
puke.
the spins, yeah.
The
I
spins
like
kill me.
roller coasters.
I do like the one ride though that you're like it's a flat plane where you stand up and there's no secure like no harness and nothing and it spins and the centrifugal force pushes you to the side and then it tilts all the way up.
Oh, you're talking
Like the
about the
UFO.
Gravitron.
Yeah, the Gravitron.
Yeah, that's at carnivals and shit.
Yeah, I
You know,
know.
where it
and it's
stands and you're
sketchy
like,
there.
"What?"
It's
Yeah,
sketchy
there's no
there.
belt, there's no nothing. I've stood up inside those before.
Yeah, you can move
Where
around.
you like bend forward and you stand and like reach out.
yeah,
Yeah,
they let you
so-
do that.
Yeah, they don't give a
Because they
fuck.
slowly like slow it down and bring it back down so you
Yeah.
can like figure your shit out and not just get like slammed.
Yeah, just like hit the brakes and like doof, off the bar.
Turn into meat. I am always worried though, like a loop in a roller coaster, like the second you hit the top, some kid's gonna yak. And then we're gonna
catch
like
it on
we're
the
gonna
way
catch
down.
it on the way down.
Dude, I think back to the fears.
Yeah.
Those are
back to what
rational
you're scared
fears.
of.
Those are rational fears.
Yeah?
Irrational fears that I have are like, I'm scared. I'm scared that aliens are gonna like pass bad judgment on people, and I'm gonna be included in that group, and I'm gonna want to welcome the aliens, but there's gonna be like,
You want the
A
aliens to
bunch
think you're a cool guy.
yeah, but there's gonna be a bunch of government organizations that do dumb shit, and then I'm gonna get annihilated as a result of their poor decision making. You know, that I would say is probably irrational. I think it's valid, but
That
it's
is
maybe
valid.
irrational.
It's probably the case if aliens were to come and annihilation was on the table.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one thing I was reading though. There's like this theory that like some people think that if we were to be visited by extraterrestrials, right, then they've established a level of technology to allow them to come see us, right? Which means they're far much more advanced than we are, right? To travel like at light speed or like faster than light speed, right?
Travel faster than light because you use wormholes.
But a militaristic and violent society could never reach that level of technological advancement
Yeah, because they don't work together.
because they don't work together and they spend all their research and time on killing each other,
Yeah.
right?
I
So
think-
that they would have to become a peaceful society
To do that.
to even reach the point of seeing
I
us,
think
right?
we're approaching that. To be honest, things are becoming a lot more global, and we're getting really close on quantum computers.
Yeah.
On computing on an atomic level.
Quantum computing, much like chemistry, a topic that we're well versed on.
We are not at all. But I will say, quantum computing, I think, will be, that's the marker. If there is aliens with all this new alien activity, I theorize that it's very possible that they're here and they're a lot more prevalent now because we're approaching a turning point where, like, maybe this is the natural progression for all forms of intelligent life. That you eventually get to a point where you're able to do quantum computing. And then when you get to that point, you realize that you can solve most of the world issues. You can do things like stop the aging process.
Mm-hmm.
Shit like that. So once you can do that, then you're suddenly on a different level. Traveling through wormholes becomes possible. Stuff like that. And once you can do those things, well, then you're suddenly able to contact other intelligent life out there. So they're coming to be like, kind of watching to be like, okay, well, they're about to do quantum computers.
Yeah.
Like quantum computing. So then how, like, we need to watch them and ensure that they either A, don't self-destruct before they do it, or B, that they don't do it and then do something really bad with it.
And then like they see us do it, and then we're working on something bad, and they've got the laser prime.
Yeah, to be like, all right, you're fucking done. Like,
Yeah,
we
nice
don't need
try.
you fucking shit up. Yeah.
Nice try,
Because
buddy.
maybe there is like intergalactic positive
Maybe.
councils out there, you know?
I hope if that happens that this podcast is uploaded. Like, you know when they sent out Voyager 1 and Voyager 2
Yeah.
and they put all the
And
like
we didn't
really
get on that.
well, it was in like the 70s, I think.
Well, I just
could've-
think
we could have been on it, right? Like they put the Beatles on it.
Did they?
Yeah, they could put us on it.
Why
Just
didn't
saying.
we get one? The Beatles aren't that good.
Okay. I don't like the Beatles that much, but I know where you're going with the Beatles aren't that good. The Beatles are good.
The Beatles are good. I like them, but they're not that good.
They're great. They're not the best, but they're great. I'd say they're great.
They're great, but they wrote a lot of jingles.
Yeah, that's all it took in the 60s, though.
They wrote a lot of jingles. I didn't really like them until Rubber Soul.
Really.
Yeah, Velvet Revolver, Rubber Soul, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club.
Yeah.
Like the more creative albums. Early albums are kind of shit.
Yeah, they're kind of poppy, but the last ones are like so good that I think it excuses it.
Does it?
Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts
Do you
Club Band
think
is
U2's
fantastic.
good?
No.
U2's a shit band.
U2 is the worst.
Yeah,
and Bono is a shit person.
Yeah.
I'll say it right now. You come to London, Ontario,
I
and
will
fight
fuck
me. I'll
you
fuck
up.
you up. I'll jump your ass, Bono.
Dude.
You won't even see me coming, dude. Just lights
Honestly,
out. You
people
won't even
who
see
tell
it.
me that Bono is like a musical genius and
Yeah.
how like U2 is like
Dumb
this great
sunglasses.
band.
5'2",
Dude, not
Irish.
even that. Name all the... Anyway,
Doesn't pay taxes.
doesn't pay tax. But hold up. So, name me... they've done, what, 26 albums?
Yeah.
Released? Something like
Name
that?
one of them.
Name one of them, aside from Joshua Tree.
That's the only one I can
That's the only one people remember. And that one that they fucking forced into everyone's iPhones back in
Yeah,
the day
we were
with
just talking
Vertigo.
about that.
Yeah. So, name me a fucking good album outside of that, A. And B, name me 15 good songs.
You can't.
I bet you there's less good songs out there from them than there is albums.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
they don't even have one banger on each album.
No.
They just I can mass produce shit too. It doesn't make me a great band.
Speaking of Christian making music, if has someone found the SoundCloud yet, please.
I'm decided that by the end of summer I'll have a laptop and I will be making beats again.
Oh my! What's your producer name?
I'm not telling you.
Oh come on!
Griffy Bear.
The Griffsley Bear.
Griffsley Bear.
I like that.
No, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I am gonna start making beats again, and I want to start doing music production.
Everyone, look forward to that.
Yeah, it's
Because
gonna
I'm
be
really
good.
excited for
I'm
that.
excited for it.
We've been your hosts, Jay Money and the Griffsley Bear.
Oh Jesus Christ!
The Griffsley Bear.
Thank you so much, folks. Stay reasonable.
Keep doubting. We love you so much.
It sound white, boy.
That was a good one.